Hi, good morning everyone. I hope you guys are ready with your yoga mat. So, today we are going to have some intermediate level of asanas and advanced level of asanas. And what I mean by advanced level, that classical asanas. They are more of static. Like some of them you must be familiar of them, like Sarvang or Hal or Vatayan, even Padmasan, Vajrasan. They all come into the category of classical asanas. And today we'll try to practice Surya Namaskar also. And so let's begin. And I'll try to keep it as simple as I can. Okay? So let's begin with some. Just stretch your spine first. Keep your feet together. Fingers interlocked like this. Put your hands on your head. Then inhale and stretch. Stay here. Keep breathing. Count up to 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And down. One more time. Inhale while going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down. Once more. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Okay? Now, let's do Trikona. Legs wide apart, arms at your shoulder level. First, bend your knee. Let's start with our right. You can start with any side. Okay? So first, bend your right knee. Then bring your right hand next to your right heel and keep looking at the left fingertip. Stay here, keep breathing, at least 2 to 3 breaths, and then come back with the same movement. First, straighten your upper body, then the leg. Similarly, towards your left. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. Then to your left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Okay, relax for a while. Just 2 or 3 normal deep breaths to relax your breath, normalize your heartbeat. And now, something for our whole body. It needs pure strength. That's it. Keep your legs together. Arms straight up. Okay? Now you have to sit down without raising your heels. So, inhale, and while exhaling, down, and while inhaling, up. Okay, let's do it 5 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want, you can increase up to 10, 12, 15 rounds. Okay? Now, let's do some forward bendings. Okay? Again, legs together. Raise your arms up. Right here. Your upper arm should touch your ear or parallel to it. Keep looking at the back of your palms. Slightly bend backward. And then try to touch the floor if possible. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax. Okay? Now I hope body सबकी अब थोड़ी सी खुल गई होगी. Okay? So legs वैसे ही, just like we did in त्रिकोण, wide apart. Okay? And then you have to interlock your fingers like this. Interlock your fingers, pull them. Now bend your right knee. See, bend your right knee, then turn your body in this direction, and target is to touch the floor with your forehead, right next to your right foot, and then up. Okay? Very simple. You just need to be patient and maintain your balance. Flexibility will come naturally. Okay? So stretch your body, arms, bend your knee, forehead on the floor, and then up. And slowly on the other side. Okay? Do it at least 4 to 5 times each side. Do it slowly. If you want, you can add the breathing pattern, like while bending forward, try to exhale. And while coming back, try to inhale. Okay? Okay. Now, relax for a while. 2 or 3 breaths. If you want to have some water, go get some water for you. And now we are going to do Surya Namaskar. I hope all of us are familiar with this practice. Some may have learned a different style. Okay? So today we will do the style or the way I have learned. And as you all know, maybe not, I follow Bihar School of Yoga. Okay? So it has 12 steps. Let's do it. With my count. 1, 2, bend comfortably as much as you can. 3, lean forward. Here is the key. Your fingers and your toes, they should be in one line. Okay, if you are unable to touch the floor, just do one thing. If you are here, wherever you are, stay there. 4, right just before going to the 4, bend your knee and place your fingers right in the line of your toes. Number 4, you have to move your right leg backward. Okay, this is 4. Keep your toes tucked in the hind leg. 5. Left leg go right beside the right foot. Try to bring your heels on the floor. Use your shoulders to press your body from here. 5. Then 6. Ideally you should bring chin, chest and knee. But here we can do first bring your knees, then chest and chin. This way. Then 7, bhujang. Never do bhujang like this. This is incorrect. It should be like this. 8, again. 9, move your left leg forward. 10, 11, 12. This is half. Again, 12, 11, 10, 9, move your left leg. 8, 7, those who can do chin, chest and knee. 6, 5, 4, right leg forward. 3, 2, 1. This is one round. Okay? Now we will do at least 5 rounds. Are okay? Okay, let's do 5 rounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, left leg. 10, 11, 12, 11, 10, 9, left leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, right leg. 3, 2, 1. 2 rounds. 2, 3, 4, right leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 10, 9, left leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it okay? Or you want to do 2 more rounds? Okay. Everybody okay? If you feel any tiredness, any discomfort or anything, please either message or just lie down on your back and let your breath become natural. Okay. Now, sit down. Now, legs wide apart, okay, as much as you can, but keep your back straight. Now, stretch your arms at your shoulder level, and what we have to do, with your right hand, touch your left foot like this. Your left hand should go here, up, come back, and then this. At least 15 rounds. That is 15 left, 15 right. If you want to increase the number, you can. This one is very good for your waistline especially. Okay? Breath normal? Everybody relaxed? Now, we will do sit straight with your legs outstretched, arms up. First, you have to bend forward as much as you can. Okay? And from here, we will roll back like this. Come back, touch your toes, go back. Okay? Let's do it. 10 to 15 rounds. First, bend forward, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Relax. Okay, now you want to stay in Halasana? Let's do it. Lie down on your back. Comfortably raise your legs. Up. Now use your elbow. Support your back from here. Keep your legs straight. And if possible, touch the floor. Stay. You can keep your hands here, or you can hold your toes, or just keep them like this, whichever way you feel like. But don't move your neck. Relax. Just fold your legs and roll on your mat. Come back into the starting position. Those who are still in that position, just focus on your breath. After almost 1 minute or 40 seconds, it starts becoming slower and deeper. Okay. So initial 1 minute is difficult. After that, 5 minutes or 15 minutes, they all are equal. The only thing you need to focus on is your breath. And I can tell you from my experience that once you start doing it for more than 10-15 minutes, you can literally feel a burning sensation in your navel region. It is just what I have experienced. Literally burning sensation. Okay? Now, the counter pose of Halasana. Either we should do Supta Vajrasana or Matsyasana. So we have two options. Those who are comfortable in Vajrasana, we will do Supta Vajrasana. Those who are comfortable in sitting Padmasana, they can do Matsyasana. And those who are not comfortable in either of them, we have third option. Okay, those who are not comfortable with any of these, what they have to do, they have to keep their legs straight. Okay, legs straight. Bring your one forearm on the floor, then the other, and after your hip, your crown should touch the floor like this. Here. Okay, this part should remain above the floor. Stay here. No weight on your elbows. They are just to support you. You have to stay in. Those who are comfortable in Vajrasana, sit in Vajrasana. Okay, same process. Put one forearm, then the other, and then the crown. Your knees should be on the floor. If you feel pain or discomfort in your lower back, you can do one thing. Just spread your knees, not the toes, the knees, and then go into the Supta Vajrasana. Okay? Stay there. Keep breathing. Weight should be on the neck. Remain there. Focus on your breath. And this specific practice, Supta Vajrasana, it is highly recommended for the people who are in a creative world. An artist or some designer, something in which you have to use your creativity. You have to create something. For those people, it is very much recommended, very useful. And the other thing, you are not supposed to do it for more than 2 minutes. At the max, for an advanced practitioner, 3 minutes. So always be careful while doing this one, Supta Vajrasana. Okay, now we are in this position. So how do we come back? The same way we went into this asana. Put weight on your elbows. Move one, keep your palm and the other, and then with the help of your arms. Okay? We are here. Put weight on your elbows. Like this. Okay? Never try to unlock your knees while you are in position. After coming back, then you can straighten your legs. I hope everybody is back into the sitting position. Okay, now we will do Ardha Mastendra. You remember? Legs straight. Now fold your right leg and keep it on the outer side of your left knee. Your ankle and knee, they should be together here. Knee and ankle. Okay? Back straight. Now this is my left arm. Left hand should go like this. Okay? Then with your left hand try to grab the right foot here. And then twist yourself. Look above your right shoulder. Stay there for 30 seconds. Breathe normally. Breathing should be normal. Very good for your spine. All the organs present in your abdominal cavity. Your hip joint. Those who feel that balancing is an issue for them, they just fold this leg to gain more balance. Okay? While folding your this leg, the other one, which one was straight. Okay? Relax. It should not go under your hip. Okay? It should remain out. Hip should be on the floor. Okay? Now, with the other leg. Now, with the left leg, keep your left leg on the outer side of your right knee. Okay? Then, you want to fold it? Fold it. And if possible, count your breath. We are going to stay here for 1 minute. Count your breath. Inhale, exhale. That is 1. Breathe slowly. Okay, relax. And you have to tell me in the comment section how many breaths. Okay, after the session, just let me know. Okay, great. Now, shall we try Bakasana? The crane pose. Very good for the balancing, focus, concentration. Because all the balancing practices, including Nataraj, or somewhere it is called Vrikshasana, somewhere it is called Ekpad Pranam, or any balancing asana, okay, they directly affect your cerebellum, the part of the brain which is responsible for your balance during movement. Okay? So, for that, you need to sit in this position. Sit into this position. Okay? Now, we have to place our hand. See, right here. You can do one thing. You can keep a cushion or something right here in front of your face, just to avoid any injury or anything. Okay? We are here. Spread your fingers like this, like a claw. And you have to, as if you are holding the mat with your fingertips. Here we are. Okay? Now, come on to your two balls. Okay? See. My knees are here on the triceps. Now, I am up on my toe balls. And from here, what we have to do, just push your body forward, 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 and there will be a point when your toes will come off the ground. Okay? See, what we don't have to do is, in process of moving forward, we tend to raise our hips. That is incorrect. Okay? So, just like a plane, we have to take off on your toe balls, eyes fixed at one place. See, slowly, and then stay here. Just a matter of balancing, not a strength. So stay here for as long as you can. And then slowly down. Okay? Give it a try. Put a cushion right in front of your face. Okay? Do it. Okay? So, we are here on your toe balls. Then push yourself just like a plane takes off. Here we are. Yeah, no doubt you can feel some strain on your wrists, but none of your muscles, including your arms, chest, back. It is just a matter of balancing. Okay? Now, let's do some pranayama. Okay? First, sit in any comfortable position. Especially, if possible, sit in Padmasana or Siddhasana. Now roll your tongue like this, and you have to inhale through your tongue. Exhale through your nose. Okay? You are inhaling through your tongue. Once you complete your inhalation, take your tongue in, close your mouth, hold it for a second or two, and then exhale through your nostrils. Okay, let's do it. Roll your tongue. And those who are unable to roll their tongue, almost 30% people are unable to roll their tongue like that. So they have their option. Just like we whistle, make your lips like that. You have to inhale through it. And while practicing any pranayam, or if you are trying to do dhyan, always remember, until and unless it is specified, keep your fingers in either Gyan Mudra or Chin Mudra. That should be natural. If the teacher under whom you are doing that, he specifies that you have to do this one, this mudra. So the best option is just let your hands drop on your knees. Either they will drop like this or like this. It should be natural. Okay? Index finger on the root of your thumb. Both. Okay? Keep it here and just drop them. Either it will come like that or this, whichever. Mudras are called psychic gestures. So, while doing pranayam, we are doing Shitali. Shital means cool. It has a cooling effect, not only on our body, on our mind also. Okay? So let's do it. And throughout the summers, you can do this. Avoid practicing Shitali during winters and in an environment which is not clean. So either do indoors. Okay, relax. Now we will do Bhramari. It's called humming. And for that, what you have to do, you have to keep your mouth closed. Lips should be closed. But at the same time, your teeth should remain apart. So from outside, your mouth is closed. From inside, from within, teeth are apart. And the tongue is floating. Okay? What you have to do, inhale as much as you can comfortably. And make a humming sound. end, you should keep your eyes closed, and if you want, you can keep your ears too. You just need these two fingers, your index fingers, to plug in, and use this ear lobe. You can see this one. Just press it to do it for at least 5 times. According to your breath, the most important thing is the pitch of your voice. It should be constant. Don't try to stretch your breath too much. So, inhale. And after doing 5 rounds, just rub your palms like this. Rub your palms properly. Make them warm. And make a cup like this. Okay? So it should be here. Your palm should not touch your eyes. Just feel the warmth, the heat of your palms. Thank God. In any words. And then gently open your eyes. Hari Om. Thank you so much. I hope you people liked today's session. Okay? See you guys. Thank you so much.